Proverbs 16:4. He said the wicked is his sword in Psalms 17:13. He said the wicked is his sword. So Proverbs 16:4.
Proverbs chapter 16, verse 4. The Most High has made all things for himself. Yeah, even the wicked for the day of evil.
See? The Most High made all things for himself. Yeah, even the wicked for the day of evil. Job 9:24.
Job chapter 9, verse 24. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. He covers the faces of the sinners thereof. If not, where and who is he?
Right, so the earth been given to the hand of the wicked. And the wicked man covered the face of the judges, who was Mashiach Yahushua, first and foremost, the Most High, the ultimate judge. And the Mashiach Yahushua and the children of Israel. Well, we don't know who we are. And the so-called white man has set himself up to be the Most High, to be a Mashiach Yahushua, and the children of Israel until this day. So he's going to use them for the day of evil. That's why a lot of our people are going to be put to death, and we see them being put to death by the sword of the wicked. That's why we got to come out to the Most High, people. He's our only hope. He's our only hope. Only way we're going to make it in these last days is through the Most High. Look at Ecclesiasticus, the first chapter, the 18th verse.
18 and 1.
Ecclesiastes, the first chapter, the 18th verse.
One is. Ecclesiastes chapter 18, verse 1. I mean 1 and 18, like it. 1 and 18. The fear of the Most High is a crown of wisdom, making peace and perfect health to flourish, both which are the gifts of the Most High, and it enlarges their rejoicing that love him.
See? It says, the fear of the Most High, which Mashiach Yahushua told us to be afraid of the Most High, is a crown of wisdom. It's a crown, meaning powers from authority, of wisdom, which is the proper application of knowledge. Making peace and perfect health to flourish. Perfect health to flourish. Where there is no way, the Most High say, I'm the way. Just believe on me. Mahashama Mashiach Yahushua, in the name of the Lord and Savior. So just believe on me. Making peace and perfect health to flourish, both which are the gifts of the Most High. It's a gift of the Most High to have this happen to you. And it enlarges their rejoicing that love him. He said he enlarging your happiness that love him. We got to go there now. St. John 14:15. Enlarging this, the rejoicing, the happiness, the joy and gladness that you have that love him. Listen what he said. St. John 14:15.
St. John chapter 14, verse 15.
Right.
If ye love me, keep my commandments.
Really say, hey, enlarges the rejoicing and the peace and the health, the gladness, the happiness of them that love him. He said, if you love him, keep his commandments. Follow his laws. 1 John 5 and 3.
John chapter 5 verse 3. For this is love of the Most High. For this is the love of the Most High, that we keep his commandments. And his commandments are not grievous.
Said, you're going to rejoice your happiness and your joy if you love him. This is the love of the Most High, that we keep his commandments, and his commandments are not grievous. You ain't supposed to be sad and doing what's right. 2 John 6.
2 John verse 6. And this is love, that we walk after his commandments. This is the commandment that, as we have heard from the beginning, ye shall walk in it.
Right. Walk in his commandments. As he guides your steps, you know, he watching your steps, counting your steps. Walk in his commandments. That's what we're supposed to be doing. That he may make us have the peace and the joy and the happiness and rejoicing and the perfect health as we do what he say do and not deviate. Psalms 107 and 19 and 20.
Psalm chapter 107, verse 19 and verse 20. Then they cried unto the Most High in their trouble, and he saveth them out of their distresses.
Yeah, the ones that's following his laws, statutes, commandments, those that are following his rules and regulations, can cry to the Most High, and he delivers them out of their destructions. You see? Read.
He sent his word and healed them and delivered them from their destruction.
Hear that? It say first, he said, we cried to the Most High in our troubles, and he saved us out of our distresses. Then he sent his word. We cried to the Most High. He sent his word. Remember, his word heals us. He sent his word and healed them. See, the Most High speak once, yea, twice. He done told us twice. His word has a healing effect because it's him. It's the spirit of the Most High. He sent his word and he healed us and delivered them from their destructions. But oh, there are those that do not hear very clearly to understand what's being said here, because they're not quite a Mashak sheep. Get Proverbs 1 and 7.
Proverbs chapter 1, verse 7. The fear of the Most High is the beginning of knowledge, but fools despise wisdom and instruction.
So he said the fear, to be afraid of the Most High, is the beginning of knowledge. That's the beginning of knowledge. Because you're going to fear him, you're going to be afraid of doing what's wrong against his rules and regulations, his commandments, his laws, statute commandments. That's the beginning of the proper application of knowledge, which is wisdom. It's the beginning of knowledge. But fools despise wisdom and instruction. So you give them the proper application of knowledge. You're instructing our people through those that have given their life to this and bringing forth his word. That you can learn it, you can live it, you can apply it in your life. But fools despise wisdom and instruction. They don't want to be told what to do. We all under orders. Everyone got to give an account to someone. We all got to give account to the Most High. Jump up to verse 22.
Chapter 1, verse 22. How long, ye simple, will ye love simplicity, and scorneth delight in their scorning, and fools hate knowledge?
There it is. Fools despise wisdom and instruction, and fools hate knowledge. You see? They hate to be afraid of the Most High, to fear the Most High. Because the fear of the Most High is the beginning of knowledge. But fools hate knowledge. So who they hate? They hate the Most High. They can point the finger all they want to at man, but they hate the Most High. Read on. Listen.
Turn you at my reproof. Behold, I will pour out my spirit unto you. I will make known my words unto you.
This is what's happening right now. He's saying, turn you at my reproof. He said, turn as his reproof. When he trying to show you the right way. The change, like I always say, to become a new creature, to be born again, to become a new man. Say, turn as his reproof. He said, behold, he was going to pour out his spirit upon you. So I will make known my words unto you. That's what we're going through. All those that have ears to hear today. And every day that we go over these scriptures and honor him on his holy day of the Sabbath. These his words that holy men wrote as they were moved by the Holy Spirit, which is the Spirit of the Most High. Read on.
Turn you at my reflection, because I have called, and ye refused. I have stretched up my hand, and no man regarded.
Hear that? Because he said, because I have called and you refused. But you believe, say you believe in the Most High, but he calling you and you refuse. So this the highest calling you could be called, and nothing more powerful than the truth. Prove it. Nothing more powerful than the truth. In doing what the Most High say do, following his rules and regulations. You're going to tell me that you follow his rules and regulations, his laws, statutes, commandments, you're going to find something more powerful than that? When he say, hey, you follow me, I'm going to bless you, I'm going to make gladness, I'm going to give you prosperity, I'm going to do everything I can for you. You got another way besides through the Most High. Show it to me. Because he's the only way that anything happens. All things are possible through him. Nothing's impossible with the Most High. Everything we do is through him. In the name of the anointed Savior, Mashiach got to go to the Most High on our behalf. And it's all going to come from the Most High. Through our mediator, Mashiach Yahushai. That's order. He bringing it, but hey, what did he say? Because I have called and ye refuse. He called. Many men have been called. Many are called, but few are chosen. We want to be the chosen. Nobody can say they chosen. Ain't nobody went to the kingdom yet, because the kingdom not here yet. He that endureth until the end, the same shall be saved from their enemies and from the hand of all that hate us. As it says in Luke, the 1st chapter, the 68th verse to the 71st verse. That's how we got to be saved and who we got to be saved from. Because a righteous kingdom will be set up on this earth, and the wicked kingdom that the Most High is allowed to be on this earth going to be shut down forever and ever and ever. Now, Lord, yeah, that's what this is about. That's why he said, hey, he called us. And many men have refused to hear the call. And just because you're knowledgeable don't mean that you're the chosen. Because many men, they even taught me. Many, many moons ago. They're not, a lot of them not even involved in this anymore. That's scary. But it's a reality. And I just hope they repent and come back to this truth before it's too late. And whichever one of you out there playing around, you better be serious, because this is what he says. This is real. This ain't to those that we just read about crying to the Most High, and he delivered them out of distresses and delivered them out of destructions, plural. Listen to what he say. Read on. You say he stretched out his arm and no man regarded. Men not regarding him. Verse 25. You there, Ak? Proverbs 1:25. It says, but ye have set at naught all my counsel, and would none of my reproof. See? So they said at nothing. They all this counsel that he's brought forth, they made it like it's nothing. And with none of his reproof. Because he used men to reprove us. Many ways the Most High will come through to show you that he's there. It's him. You recognize it. Just if you're spiritual, you can recognize it. If not, then you won't. But ye have set at naught all my counsel, and with none of my reproof. Say, you there?
God.
Okay, read verse 26.
I also will laugh at your calamity. I will mock when your fear cometh.
See what he said? He said, I'm going to laugh at your calamity. This ain't talking to those that's crying to the Most High as keeping his commandments. These are those that think they can go around him. Don't want to deal with him. Don't fear him. They're not afraid of the Most High. What did he say he's going to do? Read it again.
I also will laugh at your calamity. I will mock when your fear cometh.
He said he's going to laugh at your calamity. He said he's going to mock you. He got a sense of humor. He said he's going to mock you when your fear cometh. When you do start to be afraid of the Most High. Go ahead.
When your fear cometh as desolation, and your destruction cometh as a whirlwind, when distress and anguish cometh upon you, then shall it come upon me, but I will not answer. They shall seek me early, but they shall not find me.
That's serious. If you hear what he's saying, he said when desolation and destruction cometh as a whirlwind, like a tornado, like a hurricane, destroying things, when distress and anguish come upon you, say, then you're going to call upon him. When you know how people, whenever they go through changes, oh God, they call on God because that's all they know the name to call. Please, I won't do it no more. Please save me, save me. They start hollering and screaming, ah. Start crying out to him. He said, when you do that, he's going to laugh at you. He's going to mock you. All you'd have ears to hear. That's why you got to have a relationship with him before this comes. Then shall they call upon me, but I will not answer. Think about it. You on your own. That's what you've been depending on. So your me, that's what's got to come through for you. Yourself. That's what he's saying. He said, I will not answer. They shall seek me early, but they shall not find me. Say you're going to seek him early. When he started to bring these calamities on him that comes from the Most High. He got these spirits on the earth, y'all. Y'all better wake up, these angels on the earth. Ready to do the commands of the Most High. If it means going into the spirit of men, going into the spirit of women, going into the spirits of animals, whatever. Fire, hail, different elements to destroy. That's what they're made for. Where they at? Right here on the earth. Waiting on the commands of the Most High. That's why he's saying what he's saying. So you ain't going to find him. But you're going to find these spirits that he has right here on this earth. Read on.
For that they hated knowledge and did not choose the fear of the Most High.
See? They hated knowledge and did not choose to be afraid of the Most High. To know that he will deal with you in a way. Now, you done created your own God, your own Most High. Just the way you want him to be. Not according to what's written in this Bible. That's what the world say. Oh, they come on to church. Come on the first day. Come on and worship the Son on the first day. Baal worship. That's what Most High was against. Look at the calendar and look at the first day. They put it in your face. That's why ain't gonna be no excuse for no one. And you count from the first day to the seventh day and see when that seventh day is. Oh yeah. So they gonna call on him. He ain't gonna be able to be found. Why? Because you don't fear him. They don't fear him. Ain't nobody afraid of the Most High. But oh, you gonna be afraid of him. That's why he said when he bring the desolations as a whirlwind, he coming as a whirlwind, people. Y'all better recognize, man. This is serious. Verse 30.
They were none of my counsel. They despised all my reproof.
See? Despise all the reproof. Look. Go to Jeremiah 30 and 23.
Jeremiah chapter 30, verse 23. Behold, the whirlwind of the Most High brought forth with fury and continuing whirlwind. It shall fall with pain upon the head of the wicked.
See?
The fierce anger of the Most High shall not.
You see? Like you said, that whirlwind, that destruction of desolation, that whirlwind of the Most High going to go forth with fury. A continual whirlwind. It shall fall upon the head of the wicked. Those that do not want to follow his rules and regulations. His laws, statutes, commandments. Those that say we ain't under the law. So you don't believe in the Most High. Because they are his laws. His laws. He gave us moral laws, civil laws, dietary laws, ceremonial laws, and sacrificial laws. But we know the sacrificial law was done away with when the Mashiach Yahushua precious blood was shed for the sins of Israel. As we read Acts 5, 30 and 31. As we read Matthew 5, 24, we say, but he answered and said, I am not sent but unto the lost sheep of the house of Israel. But see, people not taught that, so they think that his blood was shed for everyone when it wasn't. But the Most High say he only know Israel in Amos 3, 1 and 2. So here it is. He said this whirlwind is coming. It's going to come on the head of the wicked. Who are the wicked? Those that do not want to follow the laws, statutes, commandments of the Most High. And for you to say you're not under the law, you're saying you don't have to follow the Most High. You don't believe in the Most High, the one that we're reading about all day and all night. Hopefully, he said meditate on this word day and night, that thou may be prosperous and have good success. Because all success is not good. But he reigned on the just and the unjust. Some people, this is a consolation right now. That's all she wrote for them. Ain't no kingdom. They ain't looking at no kingdom. This is where they gonna have their kingdom, right here with the wicked. And they're gonna die right here with the wicked. We looking for something better than this. Much better. Beyond our imagination. We can't even imagine the kingdom in this kingdom that we in. We can't even imagine. But he said he coming like a whirlwind. It's gonna fall with pain. That ain't no pleasure. That ain't no happiness upon the head of the wicked. Verse 24.
The fierce anger of the Most High shall not return until he had done it.
Till he hath done it.
Until he hath performed the intent.
Go ahead.
And until he hath performed the intent of his heart. In the latter days ye shall consider it.
The last days we're going to consider. That's why we consider it right now. That's what he's talking about. Go to Isaiah 66:15. See, people don't, the fierce anger of the Most High. So when he bring that fierce anger upon you, then you're going to fear him. Then you're going to be afraid of him. He said you're going to return until he have done it. He ain't going to return until he done it. This is what's going to happen. Those that don't believe in him. Those that want to follow his rules and regulations, his laws, statutes, commandments, and be justified in your faith in the Mashiach. He ain't disannul no laws, y'all. He followed the law. How do you think he was righteous? By doing what? Following the way of the Romans, the so-called Italian Caucasian who was the superpower of the earth. He followed the laws, statutes, commandments of the Most High. He said, render to Caesar what is Caesar, render to the Most High what is the Most High. What's the Most High want? He wants to be obedient and do what he says. He said, you love me, keep my commandments. Come on, read on.
Isaiah chapter 66, verse 15.
Right.
For, behold, the Most High will come with fire. Most High will come with fire. And with his chariots like a whirlwind.
Here go that whirlwind again.
To render his...
Go ahead.
To render his anger with fury. And his rebuke with flames of fire.
See? He's coming to render his anger. Why is he angry? Because people calling him Mother Nature. They calling him El Nino, La Nina. Little boy, little girl. The whirlwind. Tornadoes. Hurricanes. All these things. Fire. Are from the Most High. But they're not acknowledging him. Ain't afraid. That's why people are not afraid of the Most High. Because they don't acknowledge the Most High. They got all these different tornadoes and hurricanes by somebody's name. These Edomite names or so forth. Or somebody that's involved with monitoring these hurricanes and tornadoes and so forth. Just the Most High. You see what he's saying? He ain't coming with no love and happiness and joy. He coming with fury and anger and indignation and wrath. Gonna be nothing but woe, destruction. That he's coming back. He's gonna fall upon the head of the wicked. You talk about being sick. You are sick. If you wicked, he gonna destroy you. If you don't do what he say do. That's why we sick. We've been programmed by the Gentiles, by these other nations, man. That's the most spiritual sickness that we have, in not following what he say do, because you don't love him. Can't say you love him and you don't do what he say do. Come on, read on.
Verse 24. Verse 16. For by fire and by his sword will the Most High plead with all flesh, and the slain of the Most High one must outside shall be many.
See that? For by fire and by his sword will the Most High plead with all flesh, and the slain of the Most High shall be many. Read.
They that sanctify themselves and purify themselves in the gardens behind one tree in the midst, eating swine's flesh. Eating
hog.
And the abomination.
Eating the hog. And eating anything that the Most High told us was unclean in Leviticus 11 chapter. You can read that for the dietary laws. This is what he's telling you, because a lot of people say you can eat whatever you want to eat as long as you pray over it. You hear what the Most High say? He gonna kill those that eat pork. He gonna kill those that eat hog. He gonna kill those that eat the pig. He gonna kill those that eat shrimp, crab, lobster, catfish, oysters, anything that eat boo-boo. You are what you eat. Bunch of boo-boo eaters, for for a lesser word. That's what the word says.
And full of it.
Huh? And full of it, right. God.
And full of it.
That's right. You see, so this is what you're dealing with. That's why I say, look, you got to understand why he's saying this. See, a lot of people are not spiritually endowed to realize why he's going to kill you for putting the wrong things in your body and you don't care. If we made in his image, in his likeness, and here you are putting these abominable foods in your body that he say don't eat, then you wonder why we have all the health problems that we have. You go to the doctor and ask him what's the diet. That's why we sickly, because we done been forced to eat all these different abominations throughout generation to generation to generation. So now when you cut that out and you ask for the proper diet, just like you women, y'all should be eating green everything. No cancer, anyone. Cancer can't live off those green vegetables. You eat vegetables, and you ain't gonna deal with no cancer and all that. Certain things we eat that we knew how to take care of ourselves. Eating the proper foods. Change your diet. If you gotta change your diet, change your diet. Cut it out. You don't have to have those things. If you depend on how much you love yourself. And remember, you ain't nothing but a rental mortal body of the Most High. He said, those that eat the swine and the abomination. Read.
And the mouth shall be consumed together, saith the Most High.
Hear that? He coming with a whirlwind. He coming with fire. So you're going to be consumed together. Said who? The Most High. That's why you have all these problems, man. And the mouse family, too. People eating coons, raccoons, and possums, and rats. All of that. How people eat. I remember Quincy Jones, he had said on this interview that his grandmother used to tell him to go down there and get one of them big old rats at the sewer. Big old rats, they used to come bring it back and cut that sucker up and eat it. That's why you look at it, y'all better watch out. But ask somebody, y'all seen the meat trucks come to the Chinese restaurants? Like they do the stores and other restaurants? No. A lot of them been busted for cooking rats and giving it to people. They make it look just like chicken. That orange chicken, you better be aware. Y'all better ask somebody. Verse 18.
For I know their works and their thoughts. It shall come that I will gather all nations and tongues, and they shall come and see my glory.
That's right. He said, you know your ways and thoughts. All you got to do is pray over it. It's all right. My people been eating this all their life. Ain't nothing wrong with them, but they sickly. They sick.
Right.
Real sick. They're walking around like goons. They all sickly. Going to the doctor, depending on who. Remember how Asa? He depend on the Most High. They depend on the doctor. And the doctors don't have their main interest in just going to a regular job. But some doctors, they just go into a job. I don't really care. That's why we got to have the spirit of the Most High. So whenever you're dealing with a doctor, that doctor will be in the spirit to make sure that he's going to take care of you because of who you are and your relationship with the Most High. Not dependent on him. Come on. Money, it tells you money causes people to think that they're all that, or someone believes in someone because they're a doctor, or they must know what they're talking about. Nah, you better understand. The Most High understands what time it is. Only him. Remember it said, cursed be the man that trusted in who? Trusted in man. And make it flesh his arm. We just talking about the arm of the Most High that's bringing back this fury against those that trust in man and not in the Most High. For whatever reason that you looking at to be healed or to come out of whatever you dealing with in your infirmities, even if it's spiritually. That's why it got to be both. It got to be spiritually and in the flesh of being sick. You could be spiritually sick. You could be in the flesh sick. But we still got to depend on the Most High for everything. Because He's worthy to be praised for everything. Matthew 8 and 5.
What's that?
No. Before you go to reason why He say He going. Well, let's look at why He's gonna kill those that eat the abomination. Let's deal with that right quick. Let's go to go to John the 14th chapter and look at verse 23.
John chapter 14, verse 23. Amashiyahusai answered and said unto him, If a man love me, he will keep my word, and my Father will love him, and we will come unto him, and make our abode with him.
Hear that? So He said, if a man love Him, what He's going to do? He said in verse 15, if you love me, keep my commandments. So if you love me, you're going to be keeping the commandments, you're going to keep the rules and regulations of the Most High. Say He's going to keep His words. His words are whose words? The voice of the Most High, which are the words of the Most High. It said, and we will come unto Him and make our abode with Him. See? Read on.
He that loveth me not, keepeth not my saying. And the word which ye hear is not mine, but the Father's which sent me.
See? Let you know, it say, if you don't love Him not, you ain't going to keep His sayings. And the word which He's speaking to us is not His own words, but the Most High. Remember the Most High? If we hearken to the voice of the Most High, which is His words, which comes down to a Mashiach Yahushua, which comes through the Spirit. They're going to testify of a Mashiach Yahushua. Now, look at 1 Corinthians 3:16. This is why it's very important to not eat the wrong things and not be subject to these diseases and these plagues that the Most High allowing to be on the earth at this time. Because He said if you follow His commandments, they're going to make their abode in us. Now, the Most High, the Mashiach Yahushua Spirit is in us. Now, here you are dishonoring Him. Dishonoring them, I might say. But read verse 1 Corinthians 3:16.
1 Corinthians chapter 3, verse 16. Know ye not that you are the temple of the Most High, and that the Spirit of the Most High dwelleth in you?
See that? So it says, we're the temple of the Most High. Our bodies is the temple of the Most High. And the Spirit of the Most High dwelleth in us. Read.
If any man defile the temple of the Most High, him the Most High destroy.
See?
For the temple of the Most High is holy, which temple ye are.
There it is. He said, if any man destroy the temple of the Most High going to destroy you. And that's how you destroy the temple of the Most High, by not following His rules and regulations, His laws, statutes, commandments. He said, don't eat the swine, don't eat pork, don't eat shrimp, crab, lobster, catfish, oysters, and lobster, and all that stuff that eat boo-boo, that He made to clean up the land and made up to clean up the waters. Read the Levitical dietary laws in Leviticus 11 chapter. They're pretty self-explanatory. What you can eat, what you can't eat, what's clean and what's unclean. Come on. That's why He just said He's going to burn you up. Because they're making their abode in us, and here you are defiling your body. That's why there's so many diseases, so many sicknesses that's in this earth today. Look at Ecclesiasticus 17 and 26. Ecclesiasticus 17 and 26. Go ahead.
Ecclesiasticus chapter 17. Say again?
That's it. Ecclesiasticus 17 and 26.
Ecclesiasticus chapter 17, verse 26. Turn again to the Most High, and turn away from iniquity. For he will lead thee out of darkness into the light of health, and hate thou abomination
vehemently, which means intensely. He said, turn again to the Most High, and turn away from iniquity. Turn away from wickedness. Turn away from sinning, breaking the Most High's laws, statutes, commandments. For he will lead thee out of darkness. Why you have to lead us out of darkness? Isaiah 60 and 2. He's going to lead us out of darkness into the light of health. We're going to be illuminated with good health. And hate thou abomination vehemently. That means we're supposed to hate filthy, wicked acts, as he's saying that he ain't going to hear you. When you're doing wrong, he going to laugh at you whenever he bring the destruction on you. He going to mock you. When your fear coming, will you be afraid of him? Because you're going to recognize, you know how people are. Come on, they start crying to God, even atheists. Everybody start calling about God then. When you start bringing that destruction on their butt, they recognize him then. It said, hey, you're supposed to hate abomination intensely, vehemently. So don't think you're supposed to love, you're supposed to just let it slide by. That's what a lot of people do, because, oh, don't look at me. Remember? Such a man feareth what? The eyes of men. And knoweth not that the eyes of the Most High are 10,000 times brighter than the sun. Can you stop the Most High from his judgment? Can you stop the Most High from his judgment? No. You might do something that man, you might do something that you might get away with something with man, but you ain't going to get away with the Most High judgment. Every morning he bring his judgment to light. Every morning he wake up and bring judgment on this earth. Hallelujah. He's the power. You know, and Mashiach, you want to run to him? You want to run to your Jesus? Well, John 10 and 30 says, I and my Father are one. They agree. He's not going to disannul what the Most High says he's going to do. His judgment that he's going to bring forth. Shoot, the arm of the Most High, you better be looking out for Mashiach. He's in the spirit hanging with Ma'aka'Allah, the archangel of war. He's called the destroyer. Most people don't even know that. He's called a destroyer in the New Testament. Shoot. he went in the church and beat them out of the church with a whip, made a whip and beat everybody off the church and turned over their money tables. The tables they had their money on, he turned them over, whipped their butts out the church. Took their money from them. Sure did. So they forgot about that. He's an austere man, very stern and hard. Our people still have this notion of the Caesar Borgia, the white man that they painted as Hamashiach Yahushua, supposed to be almost like, you know, a female, effeminate. He wasn't like that. You better read about him. They despised him. He was hard. He was stern. He was powerful. When they came to get him, what did he say? They said, who do you seek? They said, Mashiach Yahushua of Nazareth. What did he say? 3 words. What did he say?
I am he.
And what happened to the soldiers? He said, I am he. And they all fell down to the ground. That's how powerful his voice was. He went out to the ocean and to the sea and talked to those that were on the shoreline. Come on now. You know how far you got to take a ship out in the ocean? Somebody say something? You know how far a ship...
Thousands of people.
Yeah. Without electricity. To have a speaker system.
Right.
He went out to the ocean.
Right.
He was in a ship talking to people on the shore. I'm telling you, when they said whom they seek, just his voice could have put him to death. He said, I am he. And they all fell down to the earth. Powerful soldiers. So don't think you're going to run from the Most High and run to a Mashiach Yahushua. He's prepared to come and judge and make war. That's Revelation 19:11. He's coming back to judge and make war. And all the armies, the navies, the Marines, and the Air Force are preparing to fight a Mashiach Yahushua, the anointed Savior. So don't think, you're hearing the Most High, but it's still the Most High sending a Mashiach Yahushua back to judge this earth. Don't get it twisted. Understand this. And the Most High, after he put Mashiach Yahushua's enemies under his footstool for 1,000 years, then Mashiach Yahushua going to be subject to him, and the Most High going to be all in all. So no matter how you look at it, it's still coming back to who? The Most High, who it should have been about in the first place. From the Garden of Eden. He made us righteous. And we chose evil to add with the good. That's why we're in the condition we're in now. And the only way we're going to come out of it is to do what? Follow what he says do. That's real simple. This ain't hard. This don't take no rocket science to figure this out. Unless you just wicked in your spirit. This ain't hard. You do what he say do, you're going to be blessed. You don't do what he say do, he going to bring all them curses upon us. So everybody talking about we under the curse. How you under the curse, and you following what he say do? Come on, make it make sense to me. He said you're supposed to be blessed if you follow my commandments. That's why you got to look at it. And stop. Unless you just wicked, you know that, hey, well, I'm under the curse because why? Because you ain't doing what the Most High say do. You do what he say do, you can look for blessings. You can look for the joy that comes with the Most High. We read them. We read these scriptures today. It ain't all about fear and indignation. He's a loving, kind, long-suffering power. He's full of mercy and grace. Else we wouldn't even exist. Allah Yah. Oh, wretched man that I am. He still thought enough of us to call us. I mean, come on. He thought enough of me, to call you. Now, what you gonna do? You gotta work to be the chosen. You gotta work to be the chosen. You ain't chosen because he called you. I'm telling y'all, I know many men been called. But they left. Where you at?
I was holding Isaiah 60 and 2.
Yeah, read that.
Isaiah chapter 60 verse 2. For behold, the darkness shall cover the earth, and gross darkness the people.
Yeah. Darkness shall cover the earth.
But the Most High knows.
Darkness means ignorance shall cover the earth. And gross darkness, gross ignorance, the people. Our people are in gross darkness because they destroy for lack of knowledge. They're in gross darkness, people. And how are you going to be healed from what the Most High has given us, an incurable wound that cannot be cured until we follow him? But you're taught you don't have to follow him. You don't have to deal with him. You have to be afraid of him. You don't have to follow his laws, statutes, commandments, because you're not under the law, but you're under mercy and grace. And the mercy and grace, I teach you that the mercy and grace only came to who? The Israelites. Why? Because he only gave the law, such commandments to the 12 tribes of Israel, not to every nation. There's nothing wrong with them following the laws of the Most High, but he didn't give them the laws of the Most High. He didn't give them the laws. He only, that's what Psalms 147, 19 and 20 says. He showed his word unto Jacob, his statutes and his judgment unto Israel. He have not dealt so with any nation. That's for his judgment they have not known, and praise ye the Most High. That's what it says. So we got to come to grips with what it is that is reality. Say again? Read Isaiah 60 and 2 again.
Isaiah chapter 60 verse 2. For behold, the darkness shall cover the earth, and gross darkness the people.
Go
but
ahead.
the Most High shall arise upon thee, and his glory shall be seen upon thee.
See? This gross ignorance is come upon the people. That's gross darkness. Darkness means ignorance, not knowing. But the Most High shall arise upon thee, 1/3 of the children of Israel, and his glory shall be seen upon thee. And Most High's glory is the Mashiach Yahushua. It's going to be seen upon those that hear his voice. But everybody don't hear his voice. And the voice of the Most High is the word of a Mashiach Yahushua, which hearing the voice of the Most High, and he's speaking the words of the Most High. That's why he's called the word of the Most High. But that's too deep, because you can't distinguish between a voice and what comes from a voice. Words. Oh man, that's so deep. So the people are in gross ignorance. Hosea 4 and 6. Remember this. People are in gross ignorance. Gross darkness is gross ignorance. And why are we in gross darkness? You got to figure this out. Hosea 4 and 6.
Hosea chapter 4 verse 6. My people are destroyed for lack of knowledge. Because thou hast rejected knowledge, I will also reject thee.
See? And that, what's the big...
And thou shalt be no priest to me.
What's the fear of the Most High? Is the fear of the Most High is what? The beginning of knowledge. But he said, my people are destroyed for what? Lack of knowledge. Why? Because they've been taught not to be afraid or to fear the Most High. You hear what I'm saying? I mean, I'm teaching, I go through this, they say, oh, you ain't supposed to fear the Most High. I don't fear the Most High. I ain't afraid of the Most High. And they don't even realize what they're saying. Then you start, right? We've heard testimonies of that.
Right.
And once they start hearing it, they start changing. That tune changes. Like some of you that might be Christians or might be listening to this lesson and always have thought that you don't have to fear the Most High. You don't have to be afraid of the Most High. I hope your conscience have changed. What you saying, Doc?
Yes, but downtown, when we talk about fear, we read it, and it's like you said, the conscience changed. Yeah.
Yeah, you see it, because when you start going through all these scriptures and precepts, and you hear what he's saying he's going to do and what he's about, if you don't follow his rules and regulations, his laws, statutes, and commandments, then what you think? You're going to be rewarded for being wicked? For doing abominable things? Come on, even in Esau's kingdom, break his laws. See if there's don't there be a judgment. You're going to pay some way or another. There's going to be a judgment.
Oh, yeah.
Hardly do we ever get away with anything. But, oh, you think you're going to get away from the Most High? Yeah, Most High got him in power. Remember, it says Most High created all things for himself, even the wicked for what? The day of evil. And that's what we in now. We in days of evil. That's what we're dealing with. So that's why we got to come together with the Most High so that He can heal our nation. Because well, one thing for sure, where you at? You read Hosea 4 and 6. Continue that. Read that from the top.
Hosea chapter 4 verse 6. My people are destroyed for lack of knowledge. Because thou hast rejected knowledge, I will also reject thee, that thou shalt be no priest to me. Seeing thou hast forgotten the law of thy power, I will also forget thy children.
And that's where we at, people. Because we forgot the law of the Most High, He said He gonna also forget our children. And that's what happened to us. That's why we got to come back to the Most High. And how we come back to Him? By doing what He say do. Adhering to the voice of the Most High. That we may have everlasting life. Follow His rules and regulations. His laws, statutes, commandments. Before it's too late. So why is the world, why are the people in gross darkness? Get Isaiah 47. Why are these people in gross darkness? Remember, he made the wicked for the day of evil. So why are people in gross ignorance? Get Isaiah the 47th chapter. Let's establish something here.
Isaiah chapter 47 verse 1. Come down and sit in the dust, O virgin daughter of Babylon. Sit on the ground. There is no throne, O daughter of the Chaldeans, but thou shalt no more be called tender and delicate.
Right, so the Most High said, get in the lower state, O virgin daughter of Babylon. So who is this virgin daughter of Babylon that's followed the same way as the Ethiopians or the Babylonians? Nebuchadnezzar and all the wicked witchcraft and things and sorcery and all the things that they were dealing with during the time of the Babylonian Empire. We was in captivity under them, as we read in here in Isaiah, Jeremiah, and so forth, for 70 years. So now, who is this virgin daughter of Babylon? How do we prove that? Because we have new spirits that need to know this. Some of you that have been studying should already know this. But if you don't, then you should pick up on this and see how these precepts go together to prove these things. These statements that's being made. Psalms 137 and 7, verse 7 to 9. Let's read it. We're looking for who is the virgin daughter of Babylon. Let's read about it.
Psalm chapter 137, verse 7. Remember, O Most High, the children of Edom in the days of Jerusalem, who said, raise it, even to the foundation thereof.
So it said, remember, O Most High, the children of Edom. Edom is the biblical name for the so-called Caucasian people today. The indigenous ones. In the day of Jerusalem, who said, raise it, even to the foundation thereof. Because when we went into captivity under the Babylonians, the Edomites destroyed our temple. They burnt down our temple. So who is the children of Edom? Verse 8.
O daughter of Babylon, who are to be destroyed. Happy shall he be that rewarded thee as thou hast served us.
Go
Happy
ahead.
shall he be that taketh and dashes thy little ones against the stone.
So the Edomites, the children of Edom, are the daughter of Babylon, who ought to be destroyed. Because it tells you in 2 Ezra 6 and 9, for Esau is the end of the world. I mean, Esau would have to be ruling when in the end of the world. And Jacob, who was the forefather of the 12 tribes of Israel, is the beginning of it that follow it. Because the kingdom is going to be restored to Israel. Now, going back to Isaiah 47 chapter, now that we understand that this virgin daughter of Babylon represents the Edomites in these last days, read verse 5.